everybody. Welcome to Two Bros, One Cast. I am your host, Tyler from Frozen Lizard. And today is a very special day. It's a special occasion of all occasions for days and places and things. We are doing the podcast today from Minnesota. Alongside me, I have two special guests that have never been on the show before. Michael Skinner, the internet's top RuneScape fan. How are you doing today?
Awesome.
Good, sir. Tell the fans something about yourself. What is your favorite kind of soup?
Soup?
Yeah, if you were to pick one kind of soup to tell the fans so that they know,
Chicken tortilla, I
chicken
guess.
tortilla soup is probably, I like, that's a solid
best.
soup.
That's the best one.
That's a solid.
Butter, beer, cheese.
That's a solid.
That's a
soup.
solid second.
Right beside me, on the other side, to my other side, I have Tyler Cormick, a.k.a. Crayfish, the internet's master baiter. How are you doing today, sir?
Just great. Just
Yeah.
peachy.
He can catch any kind of fish.
Well, that's
Right.
what that means.
So,
You got that right.
for those of you that aren't aware, we come to the table each week. We each bring a topic, talk about it for your amusement, and then we end with some viewer questions. Sometimes we do news. This week, it was a slow news week, so we ain't got no news. So, how was your week this week? You
good.
guys do anything interesting?
Played a lot of Apex.
Apex, yeah, that's
Yeah.
good. Brandon's all about the Apex. He keeps trying to get me to play it,
Yeah.
and I'm like skeptical.
It's
I don't.
fun.
I'm not a shooter guy. That's the problem. Like, if I'm gonna do a shooter game, I'm gonna play it, and I'll do it if my friends are playing it. But I'm not gonna be good.
Well, your friends are playing it, man.
Well, we'll do it then, I guess.
Let's do it.
Let's go. But we ain't gonna win. I can't shoot
yeah,
anything.
we're gonna win. We got 9 wins last night.
Dude, all I know is I'm playing Resident Evil right now. I have like limited bullets. I'll see a zombie, God, and try to shoot him, and I miss like every shot.
Nah.
Waste all my bullets. I'm like, oh.
I'm a wussy about scary games.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never played a scary game.
Yeah, they're terrifying.
Remember
It's terrifying.
Amnesia though?
Nope.
Yeah, that game was terrifying.
That was terrifying.
Yeah, that game was no good. I played that game until I got to the first like real puzzle where you had to like melt the flesh on the door.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I can't. I'm not smart enough for this.
Yeah.
I'll
It
get the
gets
next
weird
one.
and then it gets. I don't know. It's a strange game.
How was your week, Skinner? Did you have
Long.
What have you been up to? Working?
Work. Yeah, 10-hour days every day.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Rough.
See, you work
Yeah.
10-hour days. You work 12-hour days. I work 12-hour days. So what do you work? Four days a week?
5.
Five?
And
five?
every other Saturday.
5, 10?
Yeah.
Jeez,
And
yeah,
every
that's
other Saturday.
That
Yeah.
blows. So then on the days you work every other Saturday, is that 60 hours a week? Or is that still 5 days just, do you lose one during the week?
It's 4 10s and then 2 8s.
4 10s and 2 8s?
Not bad.
Okay. That's interesting. Yeah, I did, I was working behind the garage. I don't think either of you have been to my new house.
Nope.
But behind my garage, we had all these wood chips. And they just sat there and it was fine, but we have a dog who eats wood chips for some reason. I don't know why.
Why though?
I don't know. She just eats them. Like, she'll run back there and, hey, what are you doing back there? She'll come out with a bunch of wood chips in her mouth. Spit that out. So, I don't know. We finally went and just dug all of them out. I had 2 of my younger cousins come over. We dug out all the wood chips, and, yeah. Then the next day, I had to dig out. They had like 6 different stumps in there. And
They just chipped the.
they just cut them off at the base and left the stumps in there.
Oh,
so I want to put grass in there, but I can't do it if there's like a stump. So we dug all 6 of the stumps out, and then I got
rough.
a tiller and tilled it all up. So now the girlfriend's watering it while I'm gone, so I can go back and just put sod down, and then that project's done.
Yeah.
But that took a while to do. Like,
Get that choring done.
yeah,
Yep.
God. And that's the kind of thing, like, I'm sure you know, like, when you buy a house, it's just like, you lose all of your time. It
Yep.
just,
Yeah.
this thing breaks, you gotta fix that. Then that thing breaks, you gotta
Yeah.
fix that. And
It
then you
never
wanna
ends.
do this and that and that, and it's like,
Yeah.
it just doesn't stop.
Not
It's
to mention the
always something.
daily tasks you got to
Yeah,
do too.
not to mention the daily tasks. Like, I thought it'd be easy, you know, go out, buy my house, and I'm living on my own rules. I can do whatever I want.
No.
You have less time.
Nah.
Like, I'll never forget, I was working like 3 days in a row, and on my second day, I come home from work, I go to take a shower, and there's nothing. I go to wash my hands, there's nothing. In the middle of winter, I'm like, well, that's fantastic. The pipes must have froze.
Yep.
So I was like up after staying up all night trying to use like a hairdryer to thaw the pipes out.
Yeah.
Didn't work. And then I was up in the attic looking at stuff. And then I saw they had heat tape on there, so I'm like, okay, perfect. I get this heat tape, plug it in, boom, it'll melt it all. I'll be fine.
No.
Plugged it in, and we were sitting eating lunch because by that point it was like 12 o'clock. I'm like, well, this sucks. This is going to be a miserable night tonight when I go back to work. And then she goes and gets lunch. We're sitting in the kitchen, and all of a sudden we hear like a pop. I'm like, oh, good. And the water came on at the same time. So I think, thank God.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. And then we keep eating. I'm like, just let it run. It'll keep melting the rest of the ice out. And then we start hearing like dripping. And I'm like,
You cracked the
where's
pipe.
that coming from? So I look all over. I look in the bathroom, nothing. I look at the kitchen, nothing. I open the laundry room, and we have like a little like half circle light fixture, and water's just dripping out of it.
Yeah.
That's not right.
No.
So I go shut the water off. I run upstairs, like water all over everything.
Yeah.
So then that day turned into calling a plumber, having him come to like splice a new section of pipe on there, ripping out all the old wet insulation so it didn't like get all moldy up there. Yeah.
Sure, that costs a pretty penny.
Yeah, it actually wasn't bad. I think he ended up coming out and doing like an emergency job like that for like $300.
Oh,
So
that's
like
not
all
bad.
things considered, like he really could have charged us whatever because at
Yeah.
that point we had no water. We were screwed. It
Yeah.
was the coldest day of the winter. I think it got to like it's like actually pretty cold for up there. It was like -10, which I know up here in Minnesota, up here is nothing.
That's a heat
Well, that's
wave.
the thing
like-
with heat tape too.
Yeah.
You have to have it up here.
Right.
You have to.
Yep.
And see, apparently they had to have it too, but the previous owner didn't tell me. Yeah, you got heat tape running up there. Make sure you plug it in during the winter.
Yeah.
That would have been nice to know, but
Yeah.
whatever.
And then it just keeps your pipes from freezing. It doesn't thaw.
Yeah, and it doesn't actually get even hot, right?
No,
It works
no.
with
No.
electricity.
Yeah.
Because that's the weird. Like I plugged it in and I was feeling it. I don't know if this is working because it doesn't feel
Yeah.
warm, but it sure enough it worked.
It's too late to use it after it's frozen.
Yeah. So it is what it is. You learn
Yeah.
something new every day. So let's see, just do one of these here. We have no news this week, but we have 3 interesting topics for you guys. Now, the first topic we're doing is called the Great Beer Ranking topic. So we went to the store, and let me tell you what, here at Thief River Falls Liquor, hell of a selection. You know, it can fill up at least one room with the different selections of beers. So fantastic. We got 4 actually selections of beers here, all from Minnesota, that we are going to blind taste test and review for your own pleasure. The first beer we're going to go through is Lake Superior Sir Duluth Oatmeal Stout. It's from Duluth. Have you guys been to Duluth?
Yep,
Many times.
April.
Well, how would you rank Duluth on a scale of like 1 to 5? If you were to give it a star rating.
Like overall?
Yeah,
if we
like
were
compared to
reviewing
all of
Duluth?
the cities you've ever been to, you know, what would you say? Just quick,
5.
5? A 5 out of
Yeah,
5 city.
yeah.
So Chicago is up there with Chicago? Wow.
You can't
The
beat the
food-
view from Duluth.
Yeah, exactly. The view, the scenery, the
Okay.
Everything.
the
So
downtown.
So
the
I have to go
food.
to Duluth.
Yeah.
Okay.
You've never been
You
there?
never been there?
Probably. I
Oh
don't
my
know.
God. You'd
I don't know.
remember.
Bro.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't really know. The next beer we have here is from Surly. It's like a Minneapolis brewing company, and we have their Furious IPA. What do you guys think of Minneapolis? What's your rating for Minneapolis? If you were to give it between like a 1 to 3 star rating,
1 to 3 stars.
like 3 being the best,
Probably a
city,
1.5.
1.5
Yeah.
out of 3 stars.
Yeah.
Okay.
2.
2.
I haven't spent a lot of
2
time
out of 3
there,
stars.
so-
Okay. The next beer we have here is from Revelation. It's a blonde ale works from also from Hallock. Yeah, how do you guys rank Hallock on like a 100-point scale?
Never been there.
Really? Never.
Nope.
Population
I-
891.
Nope.
Yeah, I don't think I've been 891.
Oh, what's that say?
981.
981.
That's your dyslexia. That's
Yeah,
fine. I
yeah.
have it too. I read stuff wrong all the time.
Well,
So, I mean, Hallock, I guess on a 100-point scale, if we're rating it, I've never been there before, I'd give it a 1
I mean,
star.
they have a brewery, so
That's got to be worth 1, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll give it 1 star. We've never been there before. And then the next one we have here is also from Duluth, Bent Paddle Brewing Company. We have their cold pressed black coffee ale. So we'll see. Duluth, I know you guys rated it. You rated it before, but how would you rate it on like a 30-point scale?
30.
It would be a 30?
Yeah,
30 out of 30
a
for
30,
both of you?
yeah.
Okay. All right,
That's
solid.
great.
So now we have all of our cups arranged here in order. We're going to go ahead and work through each different beer. So we don't know what this first beer is, but the idea is we're going to drink it, kind of say what we think about it, and then we're going to rank it. So the first beer, this is going to be number 1. Just spoiling it for you, but why don't you guys try it? You can start talking, and then I'll drink after that.
Sure.
So this is a dark beer. I can tell that just by looking at it. It's got some foamy stuff to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It smells good.
What does it smell like? Is this one of the coffee ones?
I don't think so.
Is it coffee?
Oh yeah.
It's coffee?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
All right, let me
Yeah.
see here.
It's
So this-
actually
It's actually not bad.
it's not bad at all.
I don't
thought
like
it'd be
beer, but
awful.
that's actually pretty good.
Yeah, coffee is coffee ales are good. I've had a couple of these. My cousin Chris buys beers all over because he's a consultant and he goes to all these different places, and he has like a great selection of beers, and like these are pretty good. I like these a lot.
Yeah, that was not bad. I thought I would hate it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have our cups. Give me your drink. Chug that, and then we'll put them all together, and then that's number 1. So that's our ranking. You have a palate cleanser.
Take that palate cleanser, boy.
So our ranking, we can all agree that this coffee beer was number 1. So I'm assuming that's got to be the coffee beer. You know, just I'm no scientist.
No,
But-
obviously it's the coffee
Yeah,
one.
that's the coffee beer.
Since it's the only one we got, but yeah.
All right. So I'm assuming I actually could probably guess the rest of these just by looking at
Nice
them.
selection.
Yeah.
Do it for the views, though.
Yeah, we do it for the views. I know you guys really want to know how to rank the Minnesota beers here. So now we got this next one. This is it's like an amber. It's got kind of like a fruity type flavor to it.
You can smell what it is.
Yeah,
You can definitely smell what that is.
You can smell the IPA on it.
Yeah, it's a heavy
Oh
IPA
man,
aroma.
the aroma smells good.
Yeah.
Now you guys not big fans of IPAs, correct? I know you're not. Here, give me here. I'll take it.
No.
Yeah.
No.
So I think I know you're on record saying that you don't like IPAs.
Tastes
You-
like bong water.
Yeah.
apparently.
Okay. So you don't like them either. Yeah. I think that I actually kind of like this one.
Yeah, you
But
like
I
IPAs,
drink.
though.
Yeah, I like IPAs. So that's the problem you're gonna have with that. Like, to me, that's the genius part of our voting system here. Is now this coffee beer that we drank first is rated number 1. Now we're gonna vote to see where this one stacks up to that one. So I mean, what's your gut instincts
Obviously the
comparing the two?
Excuse me. But the coffee is way better than the IPA.
So you're saying the coffee is better?
Because IPAs
Okay.
are awful.
Okay.
I'm going to put that on record.
So right now, I'm saying if I was to put these two, pound for pound against each other, I would say that the IPA is better. Where do you sit on that?
That was tough to finish.
Yeah.
I feel that.
So you're gonna say you would say
It tastes like a field. If you just go out into any field around Minnesota, it tastes like that.
okay, just eat dirt. That's how you'd rank it.
Tastes like the farmland of Minnesota.
So number 1, we have this coffee beer, and in second place we have the IPA.
If you want to know everything about Minnesota, try that.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yep. That's
At least northwest
So
Minnesota.
now I
Yeah.
think the question they're going to have is, how do you know what dirt tastes like? Do you go around, you sample dirt
Yep.
taste, and you just...
You live here, you know.
No.
It tastes how fields look.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's probably a better way to describe
Taste
it.
how fields
Yeah.
look. Okay. I can get behind that. Now this, I'm assuming, is going to be our blonde ale for the night here.
Yeah.
Just by looking at it, it's pretty yellow.
It looks pretty blonde to me.
Yeah, it smells like a blonde. I don't know. If I
What does that mean?
I don't know.
I've had blonde ales before. I don't know if I've had this specific beer before, but this is
think
supposed to
they're
be a
fairly
pretty
good.
good brewing company. This is the Revelation, not Revolution. Revelation. What do you think? It's kind of like comparable to a light beer, I think.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
It's
better.
pretty good.
It's-
Kind of tastes like Bud Light in a way.
Yeah, exactly, and that's kind of like at least whenever I've had blonde ales, they've kind of tasted like light beers, your Bud Lights, your Busch Lights,
No, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that too. It's not as harsh. I can see why you guys are going to that one. But now, what is your like gut instinct? Where would you? I'm assuming it's going to be above the IPAs.
It's going to be better than the
Both-
coffee, too.
Really, the
Yeah,
coffee too.
it's going to be better than
I
the coffee
think
for
the
sure.
coffee is still better.
Well, you like a lot of
Yeah,
coffee.
let me see.
Yeah.
I just had some right before the show.
Yeah.
Full
Yeah.
pot, man.
See, this one has like a weird kind of like aftertaste to it, you know. Like it tastes good. It's like a light beer, but then it's almost got like a little bit of lime in there or something.
So there's some sweet aftertaste in
Yeah,
there.
and I don't know how that's really gonna stack up. Like, I would say the IPA is the best, but I'm getting outvoted here.
Yeah. You have a bias
So-
towards IPAs,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would say I think it would go behind the coffee. I mean, what do you think? Would you agree with that?
Yeah. Coffee.
So
number
2
one.
votes.
though. Yep.
Coffee number 1. All right, then we got our blonde. Yeah, I don't know if I like that one. The more I drank, I'm like, I don't know. I'm putting it in the wrong things. That's it. Show's over. Canceled. Cut it off. Get me out of here.
Well-
I can't work. I need professionals here.
Yeah, we're done. Where's my assistant?
We have 1 beer left on the table. Now this I'm assuming is this last one here, the oatmeal stout. So I was trying to tell Cormac, like I've had plenty of stouts, but oatmeal stouts always seem to be like the best. They have that dark kind of coffee flavor. Have you had stouts before?
Guinness.
Guinness stouts. So
Yeah, and your dad finished the whole pack for me. Didn't
why
he?
you didn't like it, or you just left it at the house? I can't remember.
No, I didn't care for it.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
it was in the bottles.
Yeah, so we'll see. I mean, stouts I've never been a huge fan of. I've grown to like them because I've had them more and more, and now I think I'm starting to grow on them, but I'm a little nervous for this one. I figured I would like the other 3, but if this is even that beer, we don't really know because it's a blind taste. All right, let's
Should just
check.
put blindfolds on.
Yeah,
Make it more
Yeah.
fair.
Oh, well.
it is what it is. We'll try it out and see.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
So let us know what you think down in the comments. What are your favorite types of beers? We would be happy to find out. We were going to get some Dragon's Milk and stuff. We saw some other beers, but
Some space dust?
yeah, some Space Dust, Elysian Space Dust. But then we decided we're going to try and stick with Minnesota
Yeah. We
for the special occasions. You know what I mean?
have
it
to.
smells really good.
Yeah,
Taste is all right.
yeah. See, I haven't even tried it yet. What do you guys? What are your thoughts? What does that taste like?
I think
Too,
this
Cormac.
smells more like coffee than the other one, personally.
Yeah,
It's not good.
yeah. It's definitely got that kind of like stout
Yeah.
initial hit to it. Like they have that really abrupt flavor up front, and then they kind of like taper off a little bit.
I can't tell you what it tastes like, but it's
Yeah.
not good. I'm going to tell you that one right now. It's not good. Definitely better than IPA, though.
Yep. And when you're drinking beer, there's nothing better that you could do than switch between all different types of beers in rapid succession. That's the best way to drink beer.
The best way to drink beer
mix
is
as
just
much
not.
stuff as possible.
Just not drink beer.
Yep. So that's it. We finished the oatmeal stout. Where would we stack that up? Better
Probably
than
third.
the IPA?
I'm going to say third.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I agree.
Okay. This
It's not an
sucks.
IPA crowd.
It sucks. Okay. So better than the IPA. Is it better than the blonde ale? You didn't like it. You said it
No,
smelled
the
like
blonde
coffee.
ale.
Yeah.
I like the
It's
blonde ale
still
the
3,
best.
though.
It's still 3. You wouldn't put it better than the blonde ale? You think blonde ale is the best?
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's our listing. So I guess now we can check it out. Pull out the sheet.
Pull out
Let's
the
check
sheet.
it out, Chief. Where's it at? We have number 1 is. Read it off to us. What is it?
I don't read cursive writing.
I
Yeah.
think we were wrong.
That
Oh,
is
that's surly.
Oh,
Surly?
wow.
Yeah, that's surly.
So number 1 is the Surly. So where do we put that? That's Surly is the IPA. So we had that right.
No.
You guys hated that. That's fine. Okay. Number 2 is Lake Superior.
Yep.
That is our
Oatmeal stout.
Oatmeal stout. Really, an oatmeal stout.
I thought that
Wait a
last one
minute.
smelled more like coffee.
went out of order.
Oh my God, we screwed it up. Somebody had. Well, we don't know.
We're just here for the good time.
Yeah, we're here for the good time. So 2 out of 3 people said that the Lake Superior was the best. Which 2? We don't know. So we're pretty sure that right now Lake Superior is in the lead.
All right, so
We're not that drunk, are we?
I don't
No.
think so. Who's?
because we put coffee first.
Yeah, I thought coffee. The first one tasted like coffee.
The first one tastes like coffee.
Yeah. But
First wine
the
tasted like
last one
coffee.
smelled like coffee more than the first one.
Yeah, that's what I would say with mine too.
The stout kind of did taste like coffee. Not gonna lie. But not as much as the first one did. So I'm
So-
assuming the first one we all had
Either way,
was Bent
majority
Pal.
votes. The first beer is the Lake Superior.
Yeah.
That's number 1. And then look at this. We got three threes. Revelation. That is our blonde ale.
I think we definitely put the Bent Paddle first.
The bent paddle first.
Was the coffee?
Yeah, I think so. That one definitely.
It wasn't the stout.
Yeah. Yeah, we can check back with that later. We'll do some more investigating after the podcast is over, and we'll let you know down in the description or the comments. We'll let you know which one really won, but
It was the coffee.
yeah, it was the coffee.
It was the coffee.
And then
For
you know
sure.
we have two 4s and 1 2 for number 3. So 2 4. So that's the bent paddle. Really? 2 4s?
Bent Paddle was first. So I'll go Bent Paddle.
No.
Yeah.
This is a 4 in 3rd place. We have 2 4s in 3rd place. So that's
Unless we
two
screwed
people.
the cups up.
There's
But
no way
fo-
we screwed the cups up. This is science. So we like the oatmeal stout the best,
Okay.
and we supposedly hated that.
But the coffee though. Which one's the coffee?
I have no idea. It doesn't matter. It's fucking science. It happened right in front of us. You can't argue with it.
No, it is science.
So right now, the goddamn stout is winning.
Man.
This is going to turn into a bar
I
fight
can't
quick.
even believe this. So, I mean, you can't argue with science. So
No.
we got the bent paddle in number 3, and then Surly, we got 3 1s in last place. That's our Furious IPA. So our listing goes number 1, Lake Superior's Sir Duluth Oatmeal.
Good job.
How? I mean,
I don't know how
really
this
thought
stuff
for
works.
sure.
I thought it was
Yeah.
the coffee one.
sorry.
Honestly. Look, they both taste like coffee.
Yeah, they both taste about the same.
Yeah. Okay, we got oatmeal stout winning. So you guys like stouts. Boom, proved it. Making beer drinkers out of you.
To be
Good
fair,
luck.
this
Good
is
luck.
northern Minnesota.
Yeah.
We all drink
Yeah.
light beers. You go to the bar and ask for an IPA or anything, they look at you funny.
After I turned 21 and I came back to Minnesota, I
Oh,
remember
yeah.
going to the Nail, which is the official bar of the town.
Yeah.
The official
And they
bar.
didn't have IPAs. The bartender looked at me and said, "What's an IPA?" And I said,
Yeah, she
"Okay,
gave you
I'll
the
take a
weirdest
Bud
look.
Light then, thank you." And I left. So
The best you're gonna get is a Samuel Adams IPA.
yeah. And see, those are good. And like, I don't know if it was just that one bartender, but like coming back the second time they had IPAs. So
Yeah.
she maybe didn't know what beer was. You know, it's kind of hard to believe as a bartender you don't know what kind of beer you have, but it is what it is. Now, topic number 2 is
got
story time.
It's got the Natter Days.
Oh my God.
Nice.
Yeah, we have one more beer for the official beer ranking here. Natty Lights.
The Natter Days, bud.
All 3 1.
I've never had it. Are these good?
I never had one either.
Natural Lights?
Trash.
All right, let's see.
I
here.
saw an ad for the 77 pack or whatever of these.
The palate.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
It's all right.
Thanks, man.
Here. That's not bad. This is like it's like a strawberry lemonade type
Yeah.
of beer. It's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Cheap beer that's
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the alcohol percentage in this?
3.
Are these nationwide or is this like a weird Minnesota thing?
No,
Can't
it's
tell if the
nationwide.
aftertaste is
There's enough alcohol.
4.2.
If you drink a whole case, you will get drunk.
Okay. Yeah, I mean
scientifically proven.
It's 4.2% alcohol per volume. So, okay, cool.
Kind of, whatever. $50.
Yeah. You can't go wrong for $15. You got a whole 30 pack, right? 24 pack. Yeah.
You
can't
can
go
nice
wrong with
buzz
it. Yep.
after a whole case.
Now, let's get into the topic here. I need to borrow your face here for the Apple scanner, but we're going to tell stories. My topic for you guys is what kind of stories do you remember from growing up? I mean, I go to work, I tell all these people all this stuff about what it's like growing up in the Northlands here, and they don't seem to understand.
No, they won't.
They're living in their ivory towers in Chicago, in the Chicagolands, in Hobart, and doing all this stuff.
Yeah. Even their suburbs
Yeah.
might have 8,000 people, but you're surrounded by how many hundreds of
Yeah.
thousands?
Let me tell you what, it was amazing the day that Walmart came to this town. It killed
Yep.
almost all the businesses,
It was a
but
game changer.
yeah, they had like people going, the choir from school go there or something for the big,
I don't know. We were on the Minneapolis
Yeah,
trip.
we went on our trip.
Yeah,
Our
so-
class trip.
So we weren't there, but I know that it was like a big deal. Were you a part of it? I can't remember. Yeah, what group was that went to Walmart? Huh? The St. Bernard's Church Choir group went to Walmart to sing about the opening of Walmart. That's how,
Minnesota.
like, yeah.
It was mind blowing.
Small town Minnesota.
Like before Walmart, we could go to Kmart. Kmart was pretty
Well,
pretty
Kmart
good.
was the place to go.
Yeah,
Yep.
Kmart was good. It wasn't a big K, but it was a K.
Yeah.
No, it was a big K.
It was a
it?
big K.
It was a big K.
Did
yeah.
it start off as a regular
No,
K?
yeah, it did.
Yeah, it started off as a K and it became big K.
Yeah, they capitalized it.
Yeah, they capitalized it. And that really did a lot to kind of develop the brand of the Kmart brand. And
I actually miss Kmart, even though their prices were crazy.
see, I never
Yeah.
liked Kmart. Never. I always, when I needed stuff, I'd go. I guess if you needed games, you'd go to Kmart. But
Yeah.
like growing up, I remember we'd go to Benjamin Franklin. They had all these
Franklin.
different stores
The
all
pet
around
store.
town. Yeah, the pet store.
They had piranhas there, even. That was pretty
Yeah.
sweet.
Yeah, it was
Yeah, a
sweet.
lot of
You could
cool
go to
stuff.
Ben Franklin, and upstairs they had random, like craft supplies and like
Yep.
just random stuff. And you go downstairs, and it's like you're in Africa. They got
Yep.
all kinds of crazy stuff.
Y'all remember Pomida though?
Pomida?
You remember Pomida?
No, I don't.
I stole
where-
so many Pokemon
That's where-
cards from there.
Pomida was where that Mexican restaurant
That's
is.
where the Mexican and the Anytime Fitness is
That
at.
whole
Yeah.
section was
I
Pomida.
totally. We would always get like Halloween decorations from Pomida.
Yep, those prices they were outrageous.
Yeah.
I don't even remember. It was out in what,
Good
2000?
way or a bad way?
I barely remember
Bad.
Pomida.
Yeah.
They were like overpriced there.
Oh yeah, way overpriced.
Yeah, no way. Yeah.
Yeah.
And see, that's the thing too. Like growing up here, it was what was in town was what was in town, and there's another town close to here, like an hour away.
Yep.
Grand Forks, you can go there and get pretty much anything, but that's a long drive out here. You got to drive through the middle of nowhere for an hour.
Through
And
the
then
farm
All
fields.
flatland.
And when
Flatland.
you're in high school,
Nothing
you
to look
can't.
at.
Wow.
Like we didn't have cars for a
Yep.
while. I did, and then it caught a fire, and then I didn't have a car again.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah,
Yep.
that was great. Yeah,
That was an
that
interesting
karma.
vehicle.
It
Yeah.
was.
That car was awesome. I loved it. It was so
You-
comfortable.
I couldn't believe how comfy it was,
Once you
though.
went over 45, the whole thing would shake.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
As your first car would do.
Yep.
But your car looked like someone took care of a graveyard would drive.
yeah, definitely. It was like a mini hearse if you're
Yeah.
picturing it in your head. Like, I don't know. It was weird. I remember getting it, and it was all just filthy, and it stunk, and I just poured all kinds of cleaning products all over it. It was sitting out in some field for like a year. I bought it for $800. It was nice.
Wow.
Yeah, I bought my first for $1,000.
Yeah, 1,000. What was your first car?
Free?
Your first one was free.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, your dad. What was that? It was your grandma's car, right?
Yep. But my
Yeah.
grandpa fucked it up because he was drunk when he drove it over.
Yeah.
That
So what
was
happened? Because
interesting.
your first car, you had it and it didn't run for years, right? And you had to fix it.
I didn't have my license until I was 19.
God.
So it sat for 3 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Why didn't you get your license?
Because I walked everywhere.
Yeah, but so
He
that's
did.
the other thing. We would
did.
walk everywhere.
Yeah.
I did,
And
because
you
I lived in
could
the
too.
country.
Yeah. He lived in the country, so he just stayed in the country.
It was,
You didn't
yeah.
have that. You
It was
didn't see
pretty much-
Cormac unless we were at school, and that's that.
It was pretty much your mom picks me up and my mom will drop us off
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah, to and from,
Yeah. Walk
Yeah.
20 minutes each way.
I remember me and Skinner would walk literally everywhere. Like he
Yeah.
lived on the opposite side of the town, and we would walk literally. Like I remember leaving school, and I would be walking for what? How long is that? Like a half hour,
It was
40 minutes?
40 minutes from my house
a
to yours.
solid
Yeah.
40-minute walk across town.
Because we have 2 rivers.
Yeah,
Yep.
two
In town.
rivers, a train track that runs through the middle of the town. Like
They used to block everything up until
Yeah.
the roundabout.
There's not
Yeah.
enough bridges.
Yeah.
Nope.
Big news. They have a roundabout now and a road that goes under the train tracks. It
Yeah.
sounds like nothing, but it's fantastic.
Is
It
it though?
sucks,
Because
though.
people don't know how to use it. That's the problem.
Yeah, but at what point is it the roundabout's fault, and at what point is it the people's fault? It's the people of the
Both.
city.
The people that are in the middle of the roundabout that let people in.
Yeah.
That let
They
people
stop
in.
in the middle
Or
of
they
it.
use their blinker. Like,
Oh.
you can only go one direction.
Yeah,
What are you talking about?
What are you putting your blinker on for? Just go. Like,
That was the
I
worst
don't
part
understand
about
it.
bringing the kids to school is every
Yeah.
morning I'd almost get hit because someone's pulling out in front of me or
Yeah.
they're waiting.
yeah. See, I love roundabouts if they're used properly, but that's probably why they don't use them that often, because people don't know how to use roundabouts.
That's the thing too. Minnesota nice. People will stop in the middle of a roundabout to
Yep.
let people in, or they'll come.
Yeah.
They'll get there at a four-way stop and they'll wave you through, even
Yeah.
though they were there first.
Yeah.
It is so annoying.
Yeah, it does, or like you're walking in to the store, and there's maybe some guys maybe like 30 yards ahead of you. He sees you, locks eyes with you, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna hold the door for you." And now you're in the position of, okay, am I gonna run? This guy's just sitting there. I'm just taking up all his time because I'm Minnesota nice, so I don't want to waste his time, and he's standing there holding the door for me. So we're both just like kind of sitting there jerking each other off, like,
All the time.
Yeah, that kind of stuff happens all the time. How are you? Oh, I'm nice. And you get locked into these conversations, and
Oh,
like,
yeah.
you just keep it going. Like, oh, that's great, fantastic. That's great.
Otherwise, it's when they don't hold the door when you're like 2 feet away, so it slams in your face, and you're just saying like, "What the hell?"
Yeah.
Yeah. But then you don't want to say anything because you want to be nice.
Yep. All the time. You just kind of make a
Minnesota
face
nice.
and move on.
Is passive aggressiveness.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
It's extreme passive
Yeah,
aggressiveness.
definitely.
That's why people hate coming here because they don't understand it.
Yeah, they come here and they're like, "You're a bunch of weird people, aren't you?"
They'll say,
yeah,
"How-
we
how
are."
you doing?
We leave the state, and they're like, "You're weird."
Yeah.
And that's just how it is.
Apparently we have an accent.
Yeah, I don't think I really have an accent.
No.
So, like a lot of people, like when I say there's a lot of snow in the road.
In the road.
Yeah, like you say it. We
There's a
got
lot of snow on the road.
A lot of snow on the road.
Yeah, it's the road, man.
There's a lot of snow on the road.
There's a lot of snow on the road.
There's no extra O.
Yeah, there's a lot of snow in the road. I don't know. We need to get somebody on one day that has like a real thick Minnesota accent, because I don't think either of us. We're all like internet nerds. We grew up like talking to people from like Europe and stuff. So I don't think we really apply. Our accents is kind of it's wasted.
You have to go north more, even.
Yeah.
Well, I have a
To like
friend that's
Warroad.
lived in Alabama.
Yeah, there we
No.
go. Come over here.
way.
He
Come over
knows.
here. Come over here and talk into the mic and give us a little bit of your Minnesota accent. So now I have my brother-in-law here
Soon.
talking to this microphone and give us
Where am I talking?
right into his nipple here.
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
talk
get
in
as
my
close to his. Don't actually. Yeah.
Just don't lick it
Yeah.
too much.
Hey, Nipple, how you
It-
doing?
yeah.
How you doing?
Give us. So this
I'm
is.
doing pretty great. How are you today?
Oh. Oh. Oh yeah.
Just gonna
Oh
sneak
yeah.
Oh yeah.
You
That's
betcha.
good.
You got the bush lattes there, bud?
No, I got
lattes.
better days.
Yeah.
Better days.
All day.
Yeah, these are these are something else, man. Strawberry lemonade.
You're lovely. You want to go have
Natural
I feel like
white.
a woman drinking
You wanna
one
smoke
of
a
these.
dart,
Yeah,
bud?
these
Wanna
are
go
ve-
smoke a
these
dart?
are
I'll have
these
a
are
dart.
very fruity. That's how I'm gonna phrase it.
Oh,
Fruity.
it is strawberry. So
That's how they
that
make
is
you
a fruit.
feel, too.
You did a thing called Cardboard Wars. And I wanted to bring that up.
Oh, of course you did.
That's on YouTube, right?
It is on YouTube.
Chair?
Yeah, you can bring. Let's see.
Oh, yeah.
There's one
Right
over
there.
There's a couple.
Pull it in
I
there.
never got to go to Cardboard Wars.
Yeah, I was
You got
going to go
invited.
a couple
I did?
times,
He did.
and I never went because
Lame.
I was too busy trying to beat Ragnaros
Yeah.
and the Lich
Jesus.
King.
The old WoW days.
Yeah.
Yeah, big WoW days. Now tell us, what are Cardboard Wars?
So what we would do is we'd go collect on our bikes. We'd go around town collecting as much cardboard as we could.
Yeah.
That's mine.
You gotta come over.
You can drink.
Bring it back here because you're.
What do you
Yeah.
want me to do?
No, you're good. Bring the chair.
I don't want to be like Stephen Glass version.
Okay. You gotta push.
One of them.
you gotta push.
Anyway, it
Yeah.
was we'd go around town collecting cardboard, and then we'd pretty much have our parents buy us as much duct tape as they would. and then we'd craft out of cardboard and duct tape weapons and armor, and then we'd just pretty much just beat the shit out of each other.
Kind of like LARP.
Yeah, pretty much like LARPing without the role playing.
Yeah, it
just
was-
beating the shit out of each other.
Canadian right now.
Oh yeah.
Do those?
This is gonna go south.
Do the videos still exist on
Should we-
YouTube?
Scoot over for him.
Yeah, yeah. Come bring it back a little bit. Do the
Put you
video?
on an inch.
Yeah. Oh, I'm just gonna sneak past you.
Oh, okay.
Do the videos still exist on YouTube?
It does. It's under CBW6 for highlights.
Yeah. So you can go on there and you can see they have a highlight reel of all their different cardboard wars. How many years did you guys do it?
We did it about 3 years, but we did it a lot in those 3 years.
Yeah. Very interesting stuff. I was going to go, but the
So did you like
stories.
go out in the field then?
We just did it in my buddy's
Battle it
mom's
out.
backyard.
Yeah, what would you like? What's an example? Like these guys don't understand. You say cardboard and duct tape. They think you're hitting each other with cardboard and duct tape. But no, you guys would take metal rods, wrap them in cardboard and duct tape, and beat the shit out of each other.
Broken hockey sticks, old hockey armor, or not hockey armor, hockey pads.
Yeah. Crazy stuff.
Sounds like,
Like-
a great way to stay in shape.
It
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
It's
And
exhausting.
they'd go out there and they'd beat the shit out of each other, and they'd go back inside. And it, I remember watching the videos. I'm like, oh God. And you'd come back to school and you have all these welts and bruises all over. I'm like, yeah, these guys are going at it pretty hard.
I'll never forget the time my buddy broke his nose.
Yeah.
Because he had
Yeah.
bought a surgical tubing and a wooden dowel, and he's making a crossbow. But when he went to pull it back, I don't know what he did. He let go of the crossbow itself, and it just came up and smacked him right in the nose, and he went down.
I remember that.
No,
Yeah, not that, but
I
That
wish
would've
we
been
did.
awesome.
I wish we did.
we're going to link it down in the description so you guys could check out this insanity. But that's the kind of stuff that happens when you're inside all winter and you have a real winter. Like,
You gotta find something. to do.
Yeah.
they don't, these people.
It's a small town.
Our audience doesn't understand what
You know, we
winter
don't have any
is.
malls. or
Like,
anything.
No.
This is. What,
Everybody is
what,
like
Chicago
what is-
winters are
freezing ice on the
nothing.
nipples.
Yeah.
what is a Minnesota winter like? Because you've all been to Indiana. Have you all been there during the winter? I know you have.
Yep.
Nope.
You haven't. You haven't.
I've
No.
seen the weather.
We can
though.
barely keep snow during the winter.
Yeah.
It's
That's
way,
how warm
way
it is.
too warm.
Yeah.
I was like in a t-shirt the whole time
Yeah.
I was down there.
Yep.
Like when, what was this last winter like? That was a cold winter,
Holy
right?
shit.
This last winter was absolutely the worst I remember in a long time.
Yeah.
How
It wasn't,
cold
yeah.
did it get this winter?
Like 50 below. It
There was a
Yeah.
solid, what, 2
Well,
weeks?
it wasn't
of
as
fif-
cold.
It
50,
was
40
off and
below.
on, like 50
And you guys
below.
were 30, 40 degrees in Chicago.
Yeah. The year before was colder than it was this year, but this year we got a lot of snow.
Yeah.
A lot.
I had a
shoveled my
wall of snow
driveway
to keep the
probably,
neighbor
like,
chick out
Yeah.
of my yard.
every other day.
Yeah, it was
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. It's.
Roofs were collapsing. It was not a good
yeah.
year.
It was
Yeah.
up to my waist, and I'm 5'7".
See, and earlier we mentioned we
nipple
would
heights
walk
and all.
everywhere.
Yeah.
We would walk everywhere during the winter.
Yep.
That didn't stop us.
No.
You know, it's snowing out. It's negative 40. You still have to go to school because they don't cancel school. In Indiana, I was laughing so hard the one day. It was sunny and it was 1 degree out, and they canceled school.
There's no way.
It sounds like something in Texas when
Yeah,
it
wow.
snows a little
The
bit. They cancel
buses
school.
could be stuck up here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You still have to go.
Yeah,
to school.
exactly.
They, like,
And you
shoo
still
off the
get
bus
written
and
up
make
for
you
being
walk.
late.
I've actually been on a bus that's went in the ditch before, and they just brought another bus.
Yep. The only way they would like cancel school up here was when it was like complete whiteout. And you don't understand what a whiteout is, but that's when you can't see anything in front of you. It's completely white.
Yeah.
Like you can't drive a car in those conditions.
10
No.
feet, and then it's a wall.
That's
just a wall of
That's
white.
all you need.
can.
Kind of
that's-
like Game of Thrones.
yeah, kind of
Yeah.
like north of the wall type shit.
Yeah.
Like going through a maze.
Yeah. So I don't know. That's what I thought. And
I know there was a couple days this last winter where there was like a 50-degree difference between here. It was like 30 below and
Yeah.
20 or 30 there.
Like
It was nuts.
I check the weather between Indiana and here religiously, and it is always around 30 degrees colder. Sometimes it's colder here, but usually 30 degrees.
Yeah,
So
we're
that's
pert near,
what
man.
I've noticed.
We're pert near Canada.
Yeah,
We're about an hour from the border.
you're pretty far north.
We're
pretty
almost
far north.
Canadian.
We're pert near Canadian.
Now, the next thing here, we have our next topic is Dad Squad. We're all dads. we all have kids.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm the newest member of the dad squad.
You are.
Hell yeah.
We're coming. Skinner started us off, right?
I started
no,
us
Cormac
off.
did.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, by what, 5-6 months?
Barely, yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, so we got Cormac. How old is your kid?
He is 5.
And how old are your kids?
4 and 1.
How old are your kids?
1.5 and 6 months.
Yep. And I have a 4-month-old. So now we're all a part of the dad squad. What are your favorite memories from being a dad so far? Like, I've been doing it for like 4 months now, and I can really think of some crazy stuff. You know, like
For 4 months?
yeah,
Wow.
you got the baby, you're changing her on the thing, you take the diaper off, she poops everywhere.
Yeah.
Or like
Been there.
the first morning you go to change a diaper and you take it off and she starts peeing everywhere and you already took the diaper off because you didn't know
Yeah.
any better.
Yep.
And she's peeing all over and you're like struggling. You know,
For the first year, you have to keep the diaper under there.
yeah.
Yeah.
The whole time, and
Yeah.
then quick.
a lot of
even
learning.
Hold
Yeah.
it over there.
Yeah.
see the method I've gone with is I unleash the dragon and then I give it a second and if she doesn't go, then I'm good. I take the diaper out and put the other diaper on. But if I take it off and I wait, then she starts going.
Yep.
Then I'm like, okay,
Gotta
put it back on.
Miyagi it. Wax
Yeah.
on, wax off.
Wax on, wax off, quick.
The worst is when you have the new one right under them and they go.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Then
You
gotta
wait
get a
and
whole
wait.
new one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You wait and wait, and then
Yeah.
you think you're safe. Put it under there, and you gotta throw it away right
The worst
away.
is the code brown situations
Oh,
when they have
no,
poop up
yeah.
the back or all
Yeah.
over the wall
Yeah.
or
Don't get
something.
that lucky.
That's the
Yeah,
worst.
that was I don't miss that.
Like I had my cousin come over and she was helping me watch the baby and you know she's in there with her holding her doing all the cousin stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm outside like cutting the grass and I come back in. I'm like, oh okay, let's see the baby. You know, I lift her up and I'm like, let's see if she's got a wet diaper. I'm like, she feels wet. Oh, she must have peed. Okay. And we go walk into her room and take the diaper off, or take the clothes off, take the diaper off, and then you just all brown. And you notice she's not wet from pee; it's poop that
Yep.
just came up the back of her
Yeah, it
shirt.
came up the back.
And it's just the whole
Those
thing.
Facebook memes don't
Yeah.
do it justice.
Yeah.
no,
It's awful.
it's a real thing.
And
Oh,
at that
God.
point, you can either go through like 10 wipes or just give her a bath.
Just
'Cause
hose
Yeah,
them off in the
just
shower.
Grab them by the legs and dump them in
I
the
didn't
pot-
understand.
the
They get to
barrel.
the point where they can not only can they shit up the back, they can like shit up into their belly button.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Yep.
Jesus, it's
My daughter did
unbelievable.
it one time. I threw her right in the tub.
Yeah.
exactly.
The best is in the
I
hair.
ripped her
It's
diaper
all
off.
gross.
Threw it
God,
away.
see, I have not had a poop in the hair situation yet.
Just
Just wait.
Thank
Yeah.
God. Like the best story I have is Ashley was at work. I was like, I can do this, Mr. Mom. Let's do it. You know, whatever. I'm taking care of the baby, fed her, put her down for a nap. I had my little baby monitor. I was like doing some stuff outside. I'm like, I need some stuff to kill weeds, and I need grass seed. That's what I need. So I'm
Go
gonna get
get
the
rounded
baby. I take the baby. I put her in the car seat, buckle her up. We go in the car. She's quiet. We're driving to Ace. Everything's good. She just ate. She was just napping. Like, all right, pick her up. Usually in the car, she's fine. I don't know how your babies are, but my babies are fine in the car. My baby's fine in the car.
Colt,
Yeah.
not so much. Livy sleeps the whole time.
Yeah. So we go to Ace. I walk into Ace. I have the baby in my hand. She's in her little car seat thing. I set the car seat into the shopping cart, and she starts screaming bloody murder. She
Yeah.
will not stop the whole time. And at this point, I'm like, do I commit to this? Do I just make a beam in there,
Yeah.
get my stuff, get out? Will she stop? I don't know. So I do it. I go and I try to do it. I'm trying to find this stuff. Can't concentrate. She's screaming. I'm looking for fertilizer. I can't see. Does it kill crabgrass and the grass, or just crabgrass? Does it kill all weeds or just crabgrass? I'm trying to make this important decision. I can't. She's screaming. Meanwhile, all these old ladies are like coming out of the woodwork.
Yep.
One from that hallway, one from over in that aisle. And you're like, oh, she's so cute. Is she colicky? Do this, do
Not
that.
that one.
Yeah.
Yep.
And at that point, I'm
Very
like,
good.
oh my God, we need
Not that one.
to get out of here.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is
There's a
getting
lot
insane.
of anxiety with crying
Short
babies
video.
in stores.
Because I just don't want to like put that on anyone else. So I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
So I got stuff, got out and whatever. Then we went to Kohl's because I had to return a book. And I'm like, here we go. She's gonna right. We go in there, totally quiet.
Hey, no.
Like you just didn't like going to Ace.
None of that.
That's what happened here.
It's a
She's
man
thinking-
It's
store.
probably the lights, dude.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably what it was. Or the
Probably.
Threw a
smell.
blanket over her head.
Yeah.
That might have done it. Yeah.
Yeah, there was something about Ace. She was freaking out the whole time. Hey, what do you guys think? Have you had any experiences
All the
like
time.
that?
All the
Oh
time.
yeah, the kids.
Oh,
There's always meltdowns in stores or something like that if they don't get their way or something.
Yeah. You were telling me a story about frolfing. What was that one about?
Oh, when I took him disc golfing and he was trying to leave and I was trying to teach him some patience and he was like, I gotta go poop, so I was gonna risk him pooping his pants. So I took him to the bathroom, only to find out that he was lying to me.
You want to pull?
Yep, been there.
No. And then
Not having it.
yeah, that's pretty much what they do. They'll pretty much lie to get their way, or they'll play the long con. They will play the long con.
The long con, like, as in what? What do they do?
Like-
They get a better memory than us? What are they trying to pull over?
Well, they'll be like, "Oh, I'm acting good. Can I do this?" Or they'll, like little things to
Trying
them.
to get a toy.
Yeah, like I was good earlier. I was being good all day, or
Emerald does the same thing all the time.
like they'll try to use their behavior as a leveraging tool to.
Like,
play
just because
PlayStation
you're
or-
acting like you should, now you want a toy. That's what we're...
Like I don't get rewarded for being acting like a civilized adult for
Right.
the most part.
Would that be nice?
Oh man.
Yeah,
Emerald does that to me all the time.
yeah.
You were bad this morning, but I was good for 5 minutes.
Yeah,
Can I have this or
Reward
that?
me.
No.
buy me stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're funny. It's interesting. Like, it just kind of happens. You get your kid, and then it's crazy to see like how much that changes your life. Like, you don't
Yeah.
really think about it until it happens, and then suddenly just everything kind of changes. Like, I didn't really think it'd apply for me. I figured I would still be able to do all the stuff I normally do, but
No.
it's weird. I don't, and I don't really miss it. I kind of do. Like, I miss the old days where like I'd go play World of Warcraft for 10 hours straight. But then
Yeah.
again, I kind of don't. Because
Yeah.
it's like I'm having other experiences now.
Yeah,
And it's just weird to kind of see how that happens.
yeah.
Slowly changes. So
I mean, you can still have a lot of fun with the kids. I mean, people say having kids like ruins your fun, but no, there's a lot of fun you can have with kids.
it's just different.
It's
It's different fun, but yeah,
Yeah.
it's still fun. And
Just gotta keep it PG, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's for
At
sure.
least while you have
I was
them.
going to show Cormac a
Well, that's
video
right.
that I saw on YouTube where it was like this girl arm wrestling this guy. And I threw it up on the TV and I didn't think about it. And, yeah, the little kids are. Oh, it's
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
not a good idea.
They don't want to see
But
that.
they're like arm wrestling and it like snaps the girl's arm and
Yeah.
it's this terrible pop and their
Yeah.
arm just like
Yeah.
totally destroyed.
Larry the Cable Guy did that, actually.
What?
Snapped some girl's neck.
Really?
Yeah.
Her arm?
Their arm wrestling.
Jesus.
Wow.
Like,
Yeah, that's
snapped it. Right
arm
at the
wrestling's no
arm.
joke, especially if you're not doing it right. Like you're supposed to like kind of pull like towards yourself.
Yeah.
If you just go horizontally, that's gonna end
Yeah,
bad
that's
for
where our
somebody.
arm just.
Yeah,
It was loud too.
loud pop, loud pop. Now this week we got some questions for you. We're gonna go into the weekly rounds. Weekly rounds. What are weekly rounds? Well, that's where every week we round on all of our viewers and listeners. Like the diligent nurse. Well, I'm a nurse. Like the diligent nurse I am. Do you guys do rounds in your job? Like check in on people,
Nope.
on your patients?
No, I just
You guys don't even
When I
have...
worked in IT, I
pick up
did.
other people's slack pretty much.
Yeah. Walk around the plant, check in on them.
So we got a message here from Joel. Joel says, what do people do for fun there? What are the differences between living there and in Northwest Indiana? So all three of you have been to Northwest Indiana.
Yep.
I've been to both. I mean, I think there's just more stuff to do in Indiana. There's more shops. There's
Oh,
more
yeah.
places.
For sure.
Around here,
There's nothing.
Yeah,
I mean,
there's
in
nothing.
It
North.
really depends on what you're
Yeah.
into, though.
yeah.
You know.
If you're into hunting,
Hunting,
fishing,
whatever.
going
Yeah,
outdoors,
there's a lot
this is
of
a
that.
lot better.
Snowcatting.
Yeah.
Be kind of a daredevil or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Across.
Like that's what I would say. Living in both places, it's funny. Here in Minnesota, I've met a lot of people that are into outdoors
Yeah, well,
activities, hunting, fishing,
Yep.
and it's totally inverse when you go up there. And it's just because I don't think you have access to it.
we have
so then
10,000 lakes.
Yeah.
when you live up in Northwest Indiana, there's really no places to go hunting or fishing. There's not a lot of places to go hiking. So naturally, I think you just kind of miss out on a lot of that.
Yeah.
And you're in the suburbs. There's all you can go to Chicago for in an hour, and there's a million events, all any gamut of whatever you can think of.
Right.
And here it's outdoors.
Right.
Might
more-
have a decent concert in Fargo, 2 hours away.
Yeah.
Well, you could go about 5 hours to the biggest city in
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
state. Which
And the biggest city within 5 hours is Fargo, and that's only 200,000 people in
cities
the
is
whole
within 5
area.
hours.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to describe if you're from a big ass city.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. Fanny writes in and says, childhood experiences with your friends in Minnesota. What kind of trouble did you guys get into? So the first thing that pops into my head with that is I remember being with Skinner here, and we were riding the Ferris wheel at
Oh,
the
God, yeah.
small town fair, and we had this fantastic idea of, why don't we just ride the Ferris wheel and throw little crab apples off the top of it?
Then
That
we
sounds like
threw
fun.
the bigger ones off too.
Yeah, we
The size
did.
of big cherries, whatever
Yeah.
those were.
Oh God, it was a good time, and then they definitely caught us
Yeah.
before the ride was over, and it was not fun.
No.
Yeah,
They didn't know who it was though. They
Yeah.
just knew it was someone doing it.
yeah.
That
I
was a
don't
good
even want to
time.
know what kind of trouble I had.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, you know, like I remember, like going into class and like walking down the hallways, knocking people's books down.
Oh yeah, we did
That
that,
was
to you.
huge.
Ben Wallace.
Yeah.
We'd knock your books out all the
Yeah,
time.
you learn to like hold your books with two hands just to be ready for it, because it was like a plague running through our school. Like
Yeah.
you could not just walk down the
No.
hallway with your books in your
I
hand.
still
a lot
listen
of
for
gentle
people
bullying.
behind me.
Yeah,
to
makes
do
you
that.
super paranoid. Yeah.
Or the time we threw my sister off the trampoline. Oh man.
Remember we skipped class to go get Chinese food?
Yeah, that was great. So they actually let us leave the school if we didn't have class. Like if we were on our lunch break, we could just leave.
Yeah.
They don't do that up there. It's totally different around here.
No, well, we have.
A little more trust.
They lock
Yeah.
the doors now, though.
Oh yeah,
Really?
since they remodeled the school, yeah,
Oh,
because they have
yeah.
everything in there now.
Yeah. Yeah, it is what it is.
That's lame.
I used to break into cabins. Ranger party, you know.
Gabby writes in and says, what movies/TV shows were you guys obsessed with as kids? I was obsessed with watching Shrek with my brother nonstop, so now it is a part of me. I mean, growing up,
It was like
Show-
Pokemon.
From
and
the
Yu-Gi-Oh.
swamp!
I can't, like, I watched all the Nightmare on Elm Street movies.
A lot.
That's
Yeah.
probably my answer, because every
Yeah.
time somebody stayed the night, I made them watch all 9 of them. So that's probably my answer. Those movies are
Yeah.
a part of me, huge. I mean,
You made me watch those how many times?
so
Yeah.
many. So many. If you came over, you were watching them.
I used to have the movie Twister on VHS, and then I watched it so much the VHS
Oh,
broke.
I love that
And
movie.
my
Really?
mom had to buy me a new VHS tape
Oh
of
my
Twister.
God.
I was
Jesus.
obsessed with that movie.
Twister was good. What about you?
That doesn't
Austin?
hold up though.
No?
Good one.
Hello
Yeah,
Kitty.
you don't strike
Didn't
me
really
as
watch much TV.
Yeah.
Hello Kitty Island Adventure.
Yep.
That was your pick.
Yes.
He's a brony.
Let's see. Ashley writes in with a number of questions here. She said, if you could change one thing about your significant other, what would you change?
I'm just kidding.
What a question putting you in the hot seat.
Me, I don't have
Yeah.
a significant other. I'm
She's
good.
testing you. You gotta be careful.
It's a trick answer. Abort.
testing
I mean, if I was to change one thing about my significant other, it's a tricky question.
Yeah.
It's a really tricky question.
Especially because it's your girlfriend that
Yeah.
asked it.
Yeah. So I feel like that's kind of putting me in a
Go with
spot.
the good answer.
I would change it so you are not so nice, because you are too nice and people walk all over you.
Come on.
I mean, that's fair, I guess.
Yeah. She's
Yeah.
got this is one thing. She has a very short fuse. And anyone that knows her knows it, and she knows it, and that's what I would change. I feel like she would be better off without it. 'Cause she can't even, she knows she's going to get herself in trouble, and she does it anyways.
Yeah.
Like, that is
I've seen
probably-
that firsthand, too.
Yeah. Like,
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
It is what it is. You know, everybody's got their own vice.
No offense, Ashley.
Yeah, I'm sure. Like, I'm pretty lazy, so like, there's stuff that could be changed about me too. But
Sure.
I think that's the answer. I'll stick with there. And you guys are all.
I thought
Out.
about it earlier, but I had a good answer.
You
I
said
just
everything.
can't remember it.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. It's hard.
Because
to-
there's not really much I would change.
Yeah.
You know.
Pretty good.
Let's see here. What is the next question we have here? Jamaica writes in and says, "What is the story about the name Thief River Falls?" Cormac, what's the
Some
deal?
guy stole a river.
you want to pass me my phone?
We
over
know it.
So
there.
we don't have to go into the whole thing. I'll put a link down below with like the full in-depth story about it. You found an article from a newspaper in
there?
1950.
Yeah, I found an old clipping of it.
Yeah. That was pretty cool. It was on the Thief River Falls website.
It was
on
on
Facebook.
Yeah, it was the historic society, or historic something.
Yeah. What's the Cliff Notes version of it, Skinner? Because you kind of know, right?
Well, it used to be a trading post too, with the Indians and Canadians fur trading, and then it was. We used to have the sawmill in town where the dam is.
Yeah.
I don't remember much about the thieves though. I think they would hide under the dam. They
Yeah.
had their little cove, wasn't it?
No, it was the Ojibwe had chased off all the Sioux from the area back
Okay.
into the Dakotas, and apparently there was a group of Sioux people that had stayed behind, and they stayed by the river, and then they robbed and murdered the other tribes, or when the fur traders came through, they became a problem, and then eventually it became into a logging town
Yeah.
and farming town, because this used to be all trees, and
there-
then they logged
there's-
it all down and made it into farmland.
What two rivers intersect here?
The Thief River and the Red Lake River.
Yeah. And the Red Lake River is like huge.
Yep.
The only river that runs north.
Yeah.
Yep.
The Red Lake runs north?
No, the Red Lake River of the north does when it hits Grand Forks.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, that
different
that
river.
little clearing by my house in the woods that
Yeah,
Northern
it's
owns.
Red
that
Lake
used to
River of
be
the north. It's the only
Indian,
difference. Yeah.
Campsite.
Oh, okay.
The whole village or whatever it was
Wow.
in the woods there.
That's cool. I
Yeah.
didn't realize that.
Where does it? After Crookston, right?
It flows it meets the Red Lake River in Grand Forks,
In Grand.
and then ends in Lake Winnipeg. Goes through Lake Winnipeg. A river outflows out of Lake Winnipeg into the Hudson Bay.
Gotcha.
Cool. Emily writes in, and she has a question here. Let's see. She's got 3 of them I'm going to pick from.
Probably.
Let's
more.
go with, if all of you were to fight to the death, who would win? How would you win?
Pretty sure I'm not a part of this conversation.
Well, so
Austin probably.
yeah. If we were to include Austin, Austin would probably. probably-
for sure.
Yeah. There's like a 40-60 chance that he would beat everybody. How would he win? Brute force. You just kill all of us. That'd be it. We'd be done.
I'm a
Now,
softie though.
Skinner.
Wouldn't happen.
If-
I would cry in a corner.
Yeah, Skinner.
Just end it already.
How would you?
I'll join you.
How would you win if you had to win in a fight against all of us? I feel like you would use.
Depends how you.
You would
fight,
use
I
your
guess.
mind. You know, you would do something smart. You'd like
Lay a
you'd
trap.
like you'd lay a trap. You'd pull a
Protect his
boulder
head.
off a cliff, crush
This place
us.
is rigged.
Yeah,
Booby
like-
traps everywhere.
He'd Home Alone us.
Skinner would Home Alone the shit out of us.
There'd be micro machines everywhere.
You know,
Fucking marbles.
like with me, if I was to do it, I feel like I would use just complete insanity. I would just try to go for it in the moment and like
Yeah.
totally like
Come out swinging.
Yeah, exactly.
Just
be like the crab
super
dude
fucking
meme.
yeah. Just be so super nuts, and hopefully I can get an upper hand,
Yeah.
and that would be it.
Taco Tuesday.
I wouldn't think
Yeah,
about
you
it
gotta do it.
beforehand. I just, all right, that's what I do. Jump in
Go
and
to
do
Taco Bell and eat a lot of food.
it. Eat a lot of
Oh,
food, get a
God.
lot of
Scare
weight,
them
and try
all
to
up.
suffocate you guys,
Yeah.
and that's it.
Just one little confined space. That's
Yep.
all you gotta do.
I feel like if you were to do it, how would you win? How would you win in a fight? What is
Punch
your
in the face.
just a punch in the face?
Punch you in
Slap
the face,
shit
dude.
out of you.
Yeah, that's it. You'd be like, what? The one smack, done.
Yeah.
Backhand.
And that'd be it.
Yeah. Punch you in the fucking face. Call it a day.
Because like trying to.
Smoke a dart.
Because you do
my
good.
coat
You're good on the revenge. Like that's the one thing I'll say about you. So even if you don't win the battle, you'll win the war. Because I remember like doing pranks on you and shit in high school, and it's like, oh, let me do this. I'm gonna stick this in his bag.
Yeah.
Butthole.
I'm gonna zip tie his backpack shut. And then the next, step back from him would be, he's gonna just smash my phone with a hammer.
Yeah.
Well, I just see the memory.
Take it to the dark side.
Your motto growing up was always, if you're gonna prank me,
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna end it. Yeah. You're gonna end it, and you're gonna come back 100. And I got to the point where I was like afraid to mess with him because I knew, I knew if I messed with him, it was coming back like tenfold.
Oh, yeah.
So it's not even worth it. Like, What the hell did we do at McDonald's at one time? We had like a ketchup mustard war.
Oh
or
yeah,
something.
we were whipping sauce packets at each other.
God, that was messy. I left like my shirt was sticky and just.
Oh no, you had covered my entire car
Yeah.
in honey mustard. You went from the truck to the front of my car in honey mustard. with
I never
sport
heard
ball.
about that one.
It was great.
I went to the gas station at midnight. I cleaned my car. The car wash is closed, so I had to use the window cleaner thing.
That thing's always closed.
All right, everybody. That's been Two Bros One Cast, episode 24. Hope you enjoyed it. Like, comment, subscribe. You know what? What the hell? We'll see you later. Goodbye.
Something
Any last
like
words?
that, yeah.
No, see you later.
Any last words?
Peace out, Girl Scout.
Done.